After Cain's mistake with Abel, he settled east of Eden to start afresh. There, Cain met his wife, and they had a son whom they named Henoch. In honor of his son, Cain built a city and named it after Henoch. As time passed, Henoch became a father and named his son Irad. Irad spent his days playing and learning, and when he grew older, he had a son of his own named Maviel. Maviel, surrounded by family, eventually became a father to a son named Methuselah. As Methuselah grew older, he started his own family. His first child was a boy named Lamech. Lamech married to wonderful women, Ada and Selah. With Ada, he had two sons, Jabal, who loved the outdoors and tended animals, and Jubal, a passionate musician who played instruments like the harp. With Selah, Lamech had a talented son named Tubal-Cain, who crafted things from brass and iron, and a daughter named Nema. One day, Lamech gathered his wives and with a heavy heart confessed, "I have made a grave mistake. I took a man's life and harmed a young man, hurting myself in the process." He urgently added, "We remember how Cain was protected sevenfold for his actions. But for me, the repercussions might be 70 times greater." Back at the home of Adam and Eve, they experienced a glimmer of hope amid the grief of Abel's loss. Eve cradled a newborn baby boy and with gratitude told Adam, "God has given us another son in place of Abel, whom Cain took from us." They named this blessing Seth. Years passed, and as Seth grew older, he welcomed his son into the world and named him Enos. When Enos reached maturity, he too experienced the joy of fatherhood, naming his firstborn Canaan. As Canaan grew up, he became a father to a son whom he named Mahalalel. In the fullness of time, Mahalalel grew up and was blessed with a son, naming him Jared. As the seasons turned and Jared matured, he named his son Henoch, echoing the name of a city Seth had founded in honor of his own son. Henoch was special because he was always close to God. Then, one day, God took him to a special place, and he was seen no more. Before God took Henoch to a special place, he had a son and named him Methuselah. Methuselah grew up and had a son named Lamech. During that time, humans lived for an incredibly long time. Adam lived for a remarkable 930 years. His son Seth reached 912 years, followed by Enos who lived 905 years. Canaan lived up to 910 years, Mahalalel 895 years, Jared 962 years, and Henoch 365 years. Methuselah set a record with 969 years, and Lamech lived 777 years. Lamech also had a son named Noah. Lamech believed his son, Noah, would bring comfort and help to people on earth, saying, "This same shall comfort us from the works and labors of our hands on the earth, which the Lord has cursed." Our next video will be about Noah. Please subscribe, like, and share to listen to God's story and love. Amen.